Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Rashida Strober. I am the world's first and only dark skinned activist. I started the first platform in history for the eradication of colorism, of darkism, also known as dark skin discrimination. I started the platform in 1998 before anybody talked about colorism as a topic, dark skin as a topic. Myself and a lady named Cola Booth, we were the only two people that were actually advocating for it. Yes, I'm angry and yes, I'm bitter. And I can completely own and admit that when I brought the topic of colorism and my movement to the online masses, black people stole from me. And so now you have people, you got black women, black men talking about colorism, talking about dark skin, um, using certain words. This stuff all came from Rashida Strober. And every black person on YouTube that utters anything about colorism or dark skin discrimination, you should be thanking me. But because y'all are selfish, because y'all are too proud to admit that another black person created something innovative, your jealousy will prevent you from doing that. But when you utter anything about dark skin, about colorism, you got it from me. Now, I will say that Alice Walker, somewhere around the early 1980s, in one of her writings, coined the word colorism. And I've never claimed that I coined colorism. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I started the first platform for the eradication of what I call darkism and colorism. And I started it before social media, before YouTube. And I brought it to YouTube and it went viral, particularly in 2015. And black women, dark skin, light skin, brown skin, y'all stole. Same thing with black men, y'all stole. I'm just calling y'all out. People don't like to be called out. They get in their feelings, they get mad because I say that I'm the dark skin activist, which I am. I also want to point out that I coined or created the phrase dark skin activist and dark skin activism. Dark skin activist is my legal trademark. And I also coined the word darkism. That came from Rashida Strober. It didn't come from nobody else. So, we throw around these terms, but we are not realizing that we're basically stealing from a person that actually used their brain to create it. I've also written more books on dark skin than anybody in the world. People like to come to me and tell me about Lupita. I don't give a fuck about Lupita Nyong'o. I don't care. She's another bandwagon jumper. As I pointed out before, she didn't start talking about her dark skin until after social media, and it started to pop on social media. And I can guarantee you that if her or her handlers or any other dark skinned celebrity who's jumping on my bandwagon, if they came onto social media and heard somebody talking about colorism or dark skin, that person heard somebody that heard somebody that heard somebody that heard Rashida Strober. All the paths is gonna lead back to me. All of y'all are frauds, but because there's YouTube and I have made a lane where I created money out of it, you want to take what from me, what I created, not giving me credit and using it for yourself. This is why I have a love-hate relationship with the black community. I really don't like a lot of y'all because y'all are thieves and low down. And I'm just keeping it real. Y'all stole from me. Y'all gotten views off of my brand and my product. Y'all built channels off of my brand and my product. Y'all throw around the words associated with colorism that actually came from Rashida Strober's dark skin glossary of terms, which is the first. I use the word darkest. That is what I use. But then people, again, because they're jealous that they weren't innovators, they'll come up with offshoots and watered down versions of what you created. But none of you motherfuckers are the dark skin activists. At the end of the day, you didn't create nothing. You are riding off of my blueprint, and I don't like any of you. I don't fucking like none of you. It's a fact. All right. Got that out of the way. Um, so my books include Darkism, 25 Ways Dark Skinned People Are Discriminated Against, Token Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the Moment, How to Be the Hottest Dark Skinned Chick on the Planet, which is the first motivational book for dark skinned females, which has been stolen. The concepts and ideas has been stolen from that book, which I used to give away for free years ago, but people started stealing and taking it to their channels. So yeah, so I have to give y'all the backdrop before I even get going on what I want to talk about, because people steal from me so much. They ripped off my brand so much that I have to give the backdrop to why I'm saying what I'm saying. But yeah, my website is darkskinactivist.com. Once again, darkskinactivist.com. I do have a book that I do actually give away for free. I didn't want to give it away because I got tired of people stealing from me. But you know what? I know that there's people out there that need help in spite of all the plagiarism. So my book, Darkism, that I wrote, that came from my brain, which I copywrote, is free, the digital version. If you go to my website, darkskinactivist.com, you can download a free ebook copy of it. The Cash App for donations and contributions is, hold on one second, I don't want that to play. The Cash App is $rashidalala, and I'm putting that in the chat box, and I'm also it's also in the description to this live. I'm in a legal battle over dark skin activism right now with a person named Tommy Sotomayor, aka Thomas Harris, who infringed on my intellectual property. And I sent out a cease and desist letter. The person did not stop, and I was forced to file a lawsuit in federal court. I'm not the first person that this has happened to. It's happened to a lot of people he's done this to. I'm just deciding to take legal action, which are my rights to do so. So I'm asking y'all to make sure you support to help me to continue to move my case along, because it takes money. And, the larger, we're fighting a battle against racism, not just darkism. We're fighting a battle against racism. And that's really what it is. So go to my Cash App, $rashidalala. Also go to my PayPal, icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. And all of the information is in the chat box to this live. Shout out to you, Exodus, Mississippi campaign. Thank you. And when you say the first dark skin, I'm the only dark skin activist. There are no others. It's my brand. It's what I created. So no one should be putting dark skin activists together with another person because they didn't create it. It's my personal brand. Legally, it's my brand. It's from my own brain. Let me tell y'all something. Let me get to the meat of what I'm saying. From the time I was a little girl up until all the way up until now, it's just the fact that dark skin or black men primarily, to me, this is my opinions, philosophy and opinions of Rashida Schrober. You don't have to agree. I feel that it is the black man that is mostly responsible for destroying the self-esteem of dark skinned women. And it's very simple. It is because the man in relationships, when we grow up, and even when we're like teenagers, we start dating, that's when it all really starts to hit home and it really starts to begin. And the men start to pick and choose the woman that they want. And it hasn't been the dark skinned woman. They choose light skin, Hispanic, white, Asian. They choose every other race over you. And within the black race, they choose light-skinned women. Okay? This is a fact. And this has destroyed the self-esteem of black women the most. Oh, I forgot to talk about my other book called A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. All my books are available you can get them on Amazon, but it benefits me more if you buy it from me, because the books are $40 each if you purchase it from me directly. And those proceeds I'm able to use with things to help me with things like my lawsuit and other things involving dark skin activism, like the tours that I put together. I do Darkism talks, so I've been doing it for years. Again, way before anybody on YouTube started talking about dark skin. They all stealing from me. I have been the dark skin activist. So I do Darkism talks in the community and traveling around the United States. And I will come to where you are to do one. It will not be free. There is a fee. But, going back to A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge and going back to, my book, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge is my play. It's a one-woman play where I play 5 different dark-skinned women, and I speak on their experience. And again, I want to make sure I'm clear. I've been doing this before anybody hollered about colorism on YouTube. Y'all bitches is stealing from me. Period. I then decided to turn the play into a book. So the book is available. And I do performances of A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. You know, I did one last year in Atlanta. I've been doing it for years. I'm not gonna stop. I'm a fighter. I never quit, you know. But I've been doing my darkism talks and my plays for years. And it all comes out of the one of the main goals of dark skin activism, which is to bring the black man back to the dark skinned woman in balanced numbers. And I need everybody, I'm going to take a minute now because y'all are getting this content for free. I've been exploited for years on YouTube, people stealing from me. So the least that y'all could do is to like this video. So I'm going to stop and give you guys a chance to take a moment to like this video and share the video. All right. Thank you guys for liking and sharing. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you will get notified when I go live. But like I was saying, anybody that has followed me meticulously, you know that my goal, one of my main goals, is to bring the black man back to the dark-skinned black woman in balance. I'm not saying that I want black men to date exclusively dark-skinned black women, because I know that that's not going to happen. That's never been my goal. My goal has always been to create balance. Hold on a second. My goal has always been to create balance. So everything that I've done has been going in that direction of reconciliation between black men and black women. Okay? Every single thing that I've done. But what I've learned is that, and what I've always known deep down, is that there is a deep-seated hatred. And I do acknowledge and recognize that it came because the go-to is always racism and white supremacy and slavery. Okay, that's a given. That's always the go-to. I get it. I understand. I get it. But let's go beyond that. Let's move beyond that, because we already know that that's the root cause of the problem. But now we're not enslaved as black people. We're free. Our minds, some of us, we still have our minds in slavery. I can admit to that. But we're not enslaved physically anymore. We have the freedom to do whatever we want to do. And I'm telling y'all, every single time, it seems to me that black men, not all of y'all, I'm not going to generalize, but there's a great number of y'all on here for me to be talking about it. Y'all do everything in y'all power to destroy the self-esteem of dark-skinned black women. Y'all hurt us. Y'all won't marry us. Y'all won't take care of the kids. A lot of y'all end up going to jail. A lot of y'all are on drugs. Social media. You come on social media. This is y'all new platform where y'all come on and trash dark-skinned black women and use us to get money and to get followers. Y'all call CPS on us maliciously. Y'all beat us. Not all of y'all. Now, again, I want to make the disclaimer, I'm not generalizing. I know not every black man is doing that. But again, it's enough for me to speak on it, because I've been a dark-skinned activist. It's been my mission way before there was YouTube, way before there was social media. This is what I've been on. It ain't nothing new for me. I'm not new to this. Y'all are. Motherfuckers is copying me. Okay? Y'all looking at the views on my channel, but don't know the history behind why the views are lower. There's a reason for that. And it's directly associated with the plagiarism and the intellectual property theft. But I'm not going to get in deep off into that. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just letting you know that I created this. This is what I do. It's not something where I'm jumping on people bandwagons on YouTube. No, I've been in the community as a real community organizer in the Uhuru movement for years. Last week I think the week before last, I had an amazing conversation with one of the comrades that I worked with for years, and he's still in it, still deep in it, still fighting for justice and freedom, and I can respect that. So I'm real to this. Y'all motherfuckers are the new ones to this. I'm not new to this. I've been the dark skin activist, and I'm gonna remain the dark skin activist even after my motherfucking death, the original. So don't let these views confuse you, because there's a history of plagiarism and theft and thievery and exploitation behind the low views. I have been fighting to mend this relationship between black men, but what I've learned is that a lot of these black men don't want to, and they're showing you by their actions. You have to go off of what a man's actions. You can't go off of their fucking words. Go off of what the fuck they're doing. If the black man really wanted to reconcile the relationship between the black woman, the dark-skinned black woman, all they have to do is marry us. All they have to do, that's a simple way to reconcile. That's a simple way to say, I'm sorry for all the damage that I've caused. And again, I want to just take the white people out of this right now, because I already said that we know that racism and slavery has fucked us up as black people. We know that. That's a given. But it's called Reconstruction. Remember the Reconstruction era? Do you remember the Reconstruction era? Which I wish I was in the Reconstruction era. I'm going to be honest with you. I wish I was born a slave. Because it seems to me that the relationships between black people was more tight-knit. The relationship between a black man and a black woman was more tight-knit. And it wasn't necessarily because of slavery. You got to think, before we were enslaved by Europeans, we was already over in Africa with our man chilling, living our lives. All this shit happened when we came to the Americas. And so, yes, I can admit that we are all fucked up. And like I said, I wish every day that I was born in slavery. Either I was born in slavery or I was born during the Reconstruction. I literally hate this era. Yes, I'm saying it. I hate this era. Sickness, dysfunction, disease. This era is a cancer to black people. Okay? But going back to the point I was making about Reconstruction, you reconstruct, you rebuild, you repair. But a lot of these black men, they don't want to repair anything with us. I'm starting to see that. And I'm all for it. I'm gonna keep on fighting. I'm just simply calling out what they're doing. They don't want to get married. They don't want to be in a stable relationship. They don't want to have a family. They don't want to take care of their kids. It's a lot of selfishness going on in the black community. And we don't have anything collectively. We're nowhere near on the level of white folks or even other races of people, because they have way more. They have community, they have family, they have economic stability. And y'all can sit up here and keep on talking about, well, it's the white man's fault, and to an extent it is. But we got some control over what the fuck we do now. Explain to me why before the civil rights movement there was way more black marriages. And it's both of our faults. It's not just the female's fault. It's the black man's fault and the black woman's fault in regards to the situation of baby mama, baby daddy. We can still choose. We can still choose. Let me read some of y'all comments here because I want to make sure I'm including people here because I get off on a tangent and I start talking and I get bad about it. Make sure y'all go to my Cash App and make a contribution. Listen, I'm in a legal battle over the fight over my infringed upon copywritten intellectual property with Thomas Harris, Tommy Sotomayor. It was used maliciously, and I'm fighting for my rights right now. And I need y'all to support. I shouldn't even have to come on here and keep saying that. Y'all should be at my Cash App flooding. I've actually stood up legally to this person that has been recklessly taking and bullying Black people online for years. I'm probably the first person to stand up to this individual legally and not back down. There's not a person on here that should not be financially supporting me. The Cash App is $Rashidalala. This is another example of what I'm talking about. We talk a good game, but when it comes time to put up, we don't want to do that as Black people. If I was a white woman, first of all, it probably would not have happened to me. It's a lot of racism that's going on and darkism with that. Me being attacked and taken from and stolen from online, it wouldn't have happened to me if I was a white woman or even if I was a light-skinned woman. I would get more support. It's because I'm dark-skinned. That's the reason. People don't want to admit to that. But I'm just only spitting facts here. I'm only here to tell the truth. The PayPal is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Once again, icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. The Cash App is $Rashida Lala. Let me read some of y'all comments here. Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign said, not going to marry what you have for love. These people just hot air. They don't love the true color, only the concept. I agree. Because if you love Blackness, if you love yourself as a Black person, the highest expression would be to marry the person that looks like you, your female counterpart. If you really was about building the Black community. They're not about building the Black community. In fact, the actions are tearing down the Black community. The actions that Black people are exhibiting, Black men are exhibiting to Black women, you are doing nothing but destroying yourself. You can sit back on social media and bash Black women, do it all day, get paid for it. But in the end, we are committing our own genocide. Y'all can holler about white people all day and all night, but it's what we are doing. White people are not doing this. White people did not come to your house and say, go online and take from another Black person or trash a dark-skinned woman. Or, white people did not tell you, Black man, don't marry that dark-skinned woman. Go out there. A white person didn't tell, unless they did, let me know, because I just don't believe that. A white person didn't come to your home or wherever you live and say, I don't want you to marry a Black woman. I don't want you to take care of your kids. I want you to be a baby daddy. White person is making you do this? No, you doing it to yourself. It's your choice. And I am so sick and tired of the way that our men have treated dark-skinned Black women like trash. They treat us like trash. They honor, respect, marry light-skinned white women, Asian women. They will give them anything they got. Anita Baker, giving you the best that I got. I didn't say I was the first dark-skinned activist singer now, but I do love that song. And notice Anita Baker, that's a dark-skinned Black woman, talk about she giving, and she talking to a Black man. She said, I bet everything on my wedding ring, giving you the best that I got. So you see, the Black woman gives the Black man the best that she got. She'll give this motherfuckers everything. But what the fuck do they give us in return? They do nothing but take from us. They lie. They string you along. They use you. This is what they do. You Black men that are doing this, you're destroying the Black community. You're doing this shit to us because Black women are fucking loyal. Dark-skinned women are fucking loyal to y'all. We're very fucking loyal. Okay? That is a fact. Say what you want. Call out Serena, which a lot of y'all motherfuckers dog Serena. I saw some post the other day where they was calling Serena ugly. Well, bitch, you ugly. That's why she went and got her a fucking white man. Yep, I said it. Because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of black men sitting up here constantly, not all of y'all, dogging black women. They talk so bad about Serena Williams, drug this woman all over social media in terms of speaking negatively about her. And Serena ain't never did. That's the thing. The lady ain't never did none of y'all motherfuckers. That's another thing. That's why I keep saying it don't matter if a dark-skinned woman is a nice dark-skinned woman. Serena's nice. I never seen this woman come on and talk shit about black men. I never seen this woman come on and act ratchet. This woman is a talented fucking athlete thanks to her dark-skinned dad, who I love and respect. Respect to her dad. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I ain't talk about him. I got a lot of respect for that man. But Serena Williams ain't never disrespected y'all. Serena Williams is a class act. But they don't give a fuck. They still come for her because she dark-skinned. She dark-skinned. You could be every fucking thing that a woman, nice, sweet, kind, supportive, like I said before, nice body, long hair. You could have all the earthly attributes that society says you're supposed to have as a dark-skinned black woman, but your skin is dark, and that's the fucking problem. They'll always devalue you and treat a light-skinned, a white, Asian woman better because they are not dark-skinned. Y'all need to understand. That's why I said these black men have done way fucking more to destroy the self-esteem of dark-skinned black women than anybody else. I don't want to hear about y'all. They try to blame it on the black mothers who talk about the nappy hair and I hope my baby don't be black. Well, okay, yeah, that I'm not gonna ignore that. But the fact remains, when we talk about the main thing, that's the most important thing, is when your ass grow up and you ready to date and get married. The fact remains that when you are ready to date and get married, that's where the fucking damage is done. This is what they do. They fuck you over. The highest expression of their love, people, is to marry you. Dark-skinned women. That is the highest expression of a black man's love. That's what they say. They put your money where your mouth is. Bitch, marry me. Obviously, I wouldn't call a man a bitch, but y'all know sometimes I'm cursing for extra added emphasis. You know, that's the highest expression of a black man's love. And they don't want to give that to you. They want to use you, use your body, use your mind, because some of y'all are very smart, very intelligent. I told y'all the story about this bitch that tried to use me when I was in college. He thought that he was this so-called fine black dude. All them other chicks was all over him and all that. I wasn't. I was quiet. I came there to do my work and get my degree. I didn't give a fuck about dating and all that. I didn't care. I truly did not care. When I was in college, I've always been that way, to be honest with you. I've always been just a person that's about my shit and about what I want to do. I am a bit selfish in that way because I got my life's goals. And believe me, while I'm breathing, I'm going to go after every fucking last one of them. That's what you got to do, dark-skinned women. I always go after what the fuck you want. Be a little bit selfish. I've always had that tinge of selfishness in me in terms of self-mastery, in terms of being the best dark-skinned woman, black woman, human being I could be. So I wasn't paying no attention to the dude. But he had all these other chicks falling all over him. And this motherfucker approached me and wanted me to help him to pass the class. And I didn't argue with him. I didn't really discuss with him. I didn't have a discourse with him. I just simply told him no. And he used to just look at me funny, and because I wouldn't say nothing. I'm like, there's nothing for me to talk about. I mean, that says it all for me. If a man coming to me asking me, you want me to help you pass a class, that speaks to me about your intellectual capacity and your discipline. Whereas I ran into dark skin, I talked about Dr. Alex Kumi, who I dated, brilliant guy, who I liked him because of his intellectual prowess. And he was super dark skinned with white teeth and very clean cut. And he was from Ghana. And I thought he was just the most amazing thing since sliced bread. And me and him got along very well because he was smart. He was intelligent. And we just came together. He was from Africa, by the way. Like I said, Ghana, dark skin. That's another thing I want to say. Dark skinned black women. I didn't experience the darkism from the Africans. When I was in college at the University of South Florida, I'm gonna be honest, I had the Africans, they was literally falling all over me. I'm not gonna lie. And it wasn't for no green card. They already had they shit. Very intelligent brothers. They used to cater to me, and I in turn catered to them because it's a two-way street. See, when a man is doing what they're supposed to do for you, let me tell you, I'm the type, I go out of my way. I will fucking make you just the happiest person in your home life, and I will just do whatever. I will be, I do whatever you need me to do. I'm there to please you. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, it's a reciprocal thing. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not talking about there again. There are those black men that do not work to destroy the self-esteem of dark-skinned black women. And Dr. Alex Kumi, who I dated, he wasn't one of those guys. He was a great guy, dark skin, pretty white teeth, dressed very nice, just the real deal, a man's man, and very intelligent. And it was the intelligence that really attracted me to him. It wasn't this black guy that was trying to use me. He trying to get over on me because he didn't want to sit down and study. He didn't want to sit down and be disciplined enough to do what he needed to do. You wanted to use me. You saw me sitting over there thinking because I got on my big ass glasses and I look plain and I'm dark skinned, had my afro going on. I'm over there quiet. You thought this is a dark skinned woman. I got low self-esteem and I'm finna fucking use her. Well, no, bitch. I ain't say that to him, but my action said it. I just, again, don't allow these motherfuckers to. And I had a friend when I was like, I would never forget her. She was light skinned. We were at the University of South Florida together and I was working on my master's degree in political science. And yeah, there was a dark skinned dude. I was the only black woman in this program. And it was very difficult for me to get into there. But there was a dark skinned black dude and he would never talk to me. He was so rude and nasty. And I was like, why is this guy acting? And I remember when the light skinned chick came in there about a year later, he was more open and nice and smiley. And I had never done nothing to this guy. This is what I'm saying. This is what they fucking do to you. They're so rude. They're so nasty. And this was a guy that was an American black. And I noticed that he was all nice to all the other students in there, but he wasn't nice to me. He went and the white guys now, I'm going to tell you the truth. The white guys liked me. They actually did. Oh my God, I saw a lot of interracial couples running around the University of South Florida. I'm not going to even lie. There was this one white guy. He was, I'm not going to lie. Okay. Handsome is handsome. Good looking is good looking, whatever race. My preference is always black men. I love me. Trust me. I love me a black man. Oh my God. Whew, Lord. Anyway, I ain't gonna let y'all blind me. I'm not weak for y'all like that. But the white guy was so handsome. This guy was like, I ain't gonna even fucking lie. He was fine as hell. And he liked me. He would always come over and he was like one of the assistants to the professor. And he always liked me. And he would always come and try to talk to me. And I could tell he wanted to take me out and do all this. But I was just like, I was on my pro-black. I was in the Uhuru movement. And I just could not fathom myself. I couldn't do it. I wasn't attracted. While I thought he was handsome, like he was model type handsome. I'm talking about, you ever seen them white models that got the nice chiseled faces and the nice six pack? That guy was like fine as hell. Okay. And he was pretty much after me damn near the whole time I was in the graduate program. But I wouldn't date him. I wouldn't go out on a date. None of that. I just would not give in. All the while the dark skinned black dude that I thought this guy was very handsome. He had the dreadlocks. He had smooth dark skin. I was wishing and hoping that he would like be nice to me and talk to me, which I gave off hints of, I was nice. I would say hello. After a while, I got quiet and wouldn't say nothing. Because after a bitch keep on shunning me and don't want to talk to me, okay, bitch, fuck you. I am of value. I am the prize. I'm being nice to you. I'm treating you like a human being, but you want to sit up here and treat me like shit. Because, bitch, you trying to please these white people in here and you trying to fucking devalue me. Okay, bitch, fuck you. When I got fine white men right there wanting to date me, I could have easily done it. Okay, I'm just keeping it 100. Be mad. Black men be fucking mad. I don't fucking care. I could have easily dated that white guy. That white guy really liked me a lot. And like I said, he was fine as fuck. I'm not going to sit up here and even front on it. Visually stunning. Okay. I had a friend in my French Revolution course. Shout out to the French Revolution. And she was light skinned, and I will never forget, she had her baby daddy who wanted to marry her. He had proposed marriage, was Russian. And this chick, yeah, I mean, she was the most nicest young lady. She was just like, me and her just got along from the first time we was in class together. We just got, that's why I say these motherfuckers be lying on me, talking about some, oh, you don't like light skinned people. Y'all just need to just shut up, because y'all just don't understand. Y'all on some other bullshit. Okay. Y'all, shout out to Jarena Star. I always have to give you a shout out because you told the truth. Hey, Jarena Star, I have to give you a shout out. I don't know if she still has a channel, but please go subscribe to her channel. This woman told the truth. I'm going to always respect you for that. I respect people that tell the truth. I got love for people that tell the truth. Not because you agree with me. It's simply because you tell the truth. Thank you. I see we got Game Changer on here. Shout out to Game Changer. And I'm not going to lie. I'm going to tell the truth. I got a crush on Game Changer's voice. I don't know how this man looks, but he does. If you change your ways and stop, you kind of got this. I don't want to get off too much on you, but I get a sense and a feel that you're halfway in, halfway out in terms of dark-skinned female commitment and respect. If you change your ways and understand and realize that your mission and goal in life should be to build a Black community, you would be going somewhere. But I will admit, because I'm an honest person, I never seen this guy, but he has a nice voice. The voice quality is just take away all that other crazy shit that you be doing and talking, and you need to do that. But anyway, I got off on a tangent there. So anyway, me and his sister, she was light skinned, and we was in the French Revolution class, and we would sit next to each other, and we just became fast friends. I've always been introverted. I know that y'all don't think that, but I've always been introverted. I've always been there to learn. I love history. I love politics. I love anything to do with human history. And so I was there to absorb the French Revolution. I wanted to understand their history. And that's what I was there for. And it was a wonderful class. It was taught by an instructor from France. He was absolutely brilliant, and I enjoyed that class to the fullest. And I had this light-skinned sister that was in there, and she just started talking to me, and then we just became friends, and we would have lunch together, and it was just a lot of fun. And she told me, she was like, girl, you need to get you a white dude. I was like, I would just sit there and look at her. I wouldn't say nothing. I wouldn't comment. I would just listen, because I knew in my head that I would not do that. And she was telling me all about, her relationship and at the time, shout out to the brothers from, some of the brothers from the Caribbean and from Africa. Those are the ones that actually did. It wasn't the Black Americans. It was the ones from the Caribbean that chased me. So I had like a guy, Iron Man, at the time when I was in college, that was like crazy. He was, I don't want to put too much out there, but he would go so far as to sometimes I would have to meet with the professor about my grades and talk about the class, whatever. And he would want to come with me. And I was like, it was like overly, like, I'm like, chill. But that's what he was doing. So I was surrounded by Blackness, even the ones that had the self-hatred. But I was still surrounded by the shroud of Blackness in terms of the Black men. And it was not fathomable to me to it's just not in me to do. To this day, it's not in me to do. And I've been hit on by a lot of non-Black men. That's just the truth. Let me just keep it real. I never really talk about it, but I have been hit on by a lot of, and asked to be in a relationship, not just hit on, but I just wasn't interested. I just never said, let me try this. I never swirled. But let me tell y'all something. I don't want to call it an opportunity, But it's always there. Even to this day, it's always there. It's there. They're always there. And I'm not talking about white men that ain't got no money. Let me tell you, these guys have money and lots of it. I mean, they're whites. They got their white privilege. They got their money. I am a novice real estate investor. And down here in Florida, I go and seek out, I'm the hustling type of person. I go and seek out opportunities. And I run into down here, white males dominate the real estate investment industry. And so I'm always, let me tell you, and what I will say, I'm just going to leave it at this. A lot of these white men that, in this industry and in general, like Black, dark-skinned women. I'm just going to leave it at that. I know this personally. Yeah. But my loyalty has always been to the Black man. And I never looked at money because, again, if they always saying that we money hungry, we are gold diggers, but they don't say this about the white women that will get with them, the non-dark skinned women from other races that will get with them only if they got money. But on the flip side of that, I told y'all, I work with white and male investors all the time, and I already know they want to date me. They've made it known, and they're fucking ballers, the real ballers. And I'm talking about they got the real money. And if I wanted to go that route, it's the easiest thing in the world for me to do so. I mean, I am dark skinned. I mean, I do look good. Yes, I'm gonna brag on myself a little bit here because motherfuckers be hating and they try to come down on the self-esteem of dark-skinned women. Our own men try to disparage us. But the fact is, I'm intelligent. I look good. I got a nice toned and shaped body, especially for my fucking age. Okay. I just do. I got my real hair. Okay. I'm a motherfucking vegan. I got nice skin. I'm very intelligent. Okay. I'm a fucking asset. And I fucking already know this. Okay. And in spite of all of that and the exposure to these white males that would like to date me, that do have money, and they got the white money, the old money, not just keeping it real. In spite of all of that, my loyalty lies to Black men. I still won't date them. I could be going out to lunch with them. I've gone out to lunch with some investor folk I know, sat down. People look at me like I'm crazy. They making fucking assumptions. They're automatically thinking, motherfuckers is just crazy. Everything ain't about relationships and getting with. I'm the type, I'll go and sit down and sup with anybody if it's about business. I don't look at that skin color. You can't assume that just because you see me sitting down with a white man having lunch or at Starbucks that's my man. No, we could be on something totally different, and that's what it's been. But I'm just making a point to you motherfuckers out here that try to denigrate dark skin. To you motherfuckers, I prefer a Black man. I prefer a Black man with resources. I told you, my threshold, one of my requirements, should I say, any Black man I date, you do have to have some real estate, some property. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you now. That's just one of my requirements. But they don't expect us as dark-skinned women to have that. We can't have a requirement because we're too Black, we're too ugly, we're too dark-skinned. Okay. Hold on one second. Let me put your comment on here. Light skin 410 said, what you said? You said y'all keep saying how all these white men want y'all. No, it's just, where are the weddings? Period. The world is sick of these statements with no paperwork. This sounds like begging. Well, I'm here to tell you it's actually not begging. It's the Black woman's choice. You say, why are there no weddings? Because there's a lot of Black women who don't want to marry outside of their race. Okay, that's why. And we're not making this up about white men wanting us. It's just the truth. And even if we don't want to get married to the white man, the thing is the resources. The white man that like black women, they have resources. They have money. They have access. That's just the truth. It's not bragging. It's not about he won't marry me. It's about our choice. This is the part that you are not understanding. We are making a choice. I have made a choice. Again, if I wanted to be married, let me just be clear. If I wanted to develop a relationship and be married to a white man, I could have done that. I know you don't want to hear it. I know you think I'm inferior because I'm dark skinned. I know you think they just want to sleep with us or whatever. And a lot of them, that is the case. But let me tell you, there's some white men out there, a lot of them that's out there that want to actually be in a relationship with you and marry you. And if they don't want to be in a relationship and marry you, they'll still financially take care of you or want to. You mad about that? That's not that. I didn't make it that way. That's just what it is. But my point is that is not what I want to do as a dark-skinned black woman. That is not what I choose to do as a dark-skinned black woman. I've said over and over again, my loyalty, it's not even about my loyalty. It's my attraction is to black men. I'm gonna keep it real. I always do. My attraction is to black men. I am physically attracted to a black man. I don't know why. It just is what the fuck it is. I like y'all. Y'all look good to me. Y'all are, listen, I'm just gonna say I'm extremely attracted to black. I don't have that same level of attraction to non-black men, even though I told y'all that white guy that used to like me in college was fine as hell. I still, with all that fineness, I just was like, okay, dark skin Alex Kumi from Ghana with that dark skin and them white teeth was just amazing. Black men in general. I like dark skin black men, brown skin, light skin. I like a good looking black man. I generally tend to go for a man that's older than me. I do not like, I like older men. I need them to be at least 10 to 15 years older. That's what I fucking like. But he got to be handsome. He got to have this look. He got to have this. The personality got to match up. It's just something about a fucking. I can't put my finger on it. It probably has a lot to do with the fact of my dad. Is why I don't hate you, motherfuckers. My dad was a dark-skinned black man. May he rest in peace. And he was so nice and kind to me. My dad treated me like gold. My dad was dark-skinned, like I said. Very handsome. He looked like, had a Shaka Zulu look. Had a straight nose, dark skin, nappy hair. And he was so charismatic and everybody liked him. And he loved black women. And he treated me like gold. And I never forgot that. And my dad was just the shit. And he was clean. I would go to his house when I would visit him. And I just remember him always having a nice, clean house. And he was just so happy to see me. And he was just a wonderful person. And I just love my dad so much. And that imagery and that interaction with my father is probably the reason why, psychologically, because he imprinted a good image of y'all. That's why now I look at y'all and I could call out y'all dysfunctional motherfuckers, because I'm saying, wait a minute, my dad was nice and kind to all black women. I remember my dad used to sell the final call outside of Mr. C's. He was in the Nation of Islam for over 30 years. May he rest in peace. And he would sell the final call to people. And as the black women would walk past, he was so respectful. He would tell them how beautiful they was. And I was like, he was always so nice to black women. And every time he seen me, he would get up and give me a big hug. And he was just like so genuinely happy to see me. And he would listen to me. And my dad was just the most, listen, my father set the standard. Okay. And his wife, she was quiet. She didn't talk much. He wanted to marry my mama, but my mama didn't want to marry him. She wound up marrying somebody else because he was 23 and he was 53 and she was 23 at the time I was conceived. Mom, she didn't want to, he wanted to marry her. Great guy, excellent. So he moved on. He married his wife, and his wife just loves him. Okay. And she would just get up and she would just, she was just, their relationship was just amazing. And I probably subconsciously have been looking for my dad, and it can only come in the reflection of a black man, because my dad was a black man. He was wonderful. I could be here all day talking about how great my father was, how he took care of me, how anytime I asked him for some money, he gave it to me. If I was hungry, how he always problem solved with me. He was older when I got older, but he would do whatever he could. He was a veteran, and I remember he went down with to the VA office. He was old, and he got the check transferred to me, because your kids would get a check if you was in a VA up until a certain time. And I remember how when I was going to school, my mama wouldn't help me. She wouldn't, how when you fill out the Pell Grant, you're going to get your financial aid. My mama wouldn't help me. I went and asked my mama. She was mean, and she wouldn't help. I went to my daddy. My daddy was going blind. And me and my daddy got on the bus. I'll never forget my sweet, wonderful daddy. He always dressed so nice, so clean cut. A lot of the Muslim brothers just, man, I got a thing for Muslim brothers to this day. I ain't gonna fucking tell y'all no lie, because my father was so clean as a Muslim, and he always looked so good and was so handsome, and he was just so clean cut. And me and my dad, he wasn't driving then. We got on the bus. He had his cane, and we went down, and he went and got a printout of his income for my financial aid, and that's how I got my Pell Grant. I love my dad so much. I'm explaining to y'all why I have so much loyalty, because I had a wonderful, awesome, amazing black, dark-skinned dad that to this day, no man, some of y'all done came close, but y'all ain't been able to top him. I'm probably subconsciously looking for. So it ain't even about that. I ain't got no hate in my heart towards no black man. I'm just calling y'all out for the bullshit. Y'all need to get like Malcolm. Okay, Malcolm X married a dark-skinned black woman. Y'all need to get like my dad. My dad's wife, she wasn't like super dark, but my mama was dark, and he damn sure wanted to marry her, but she didn't want to marry him. But his wife was kind of like on the darker side. Get like my dad. Y'all need to go and study these dudes from the old school and get like them, because y'all are fucking up. Y'all dudes online coming on here with y'all bullshit. Let me tell y'all disparaging dark-skinned women. Let me tell y'all, all you doing is destroying yourself. All you doing is destroying yourself. Light skin 410, you said, you're gorgeous, so what's the problem? I'm confused. Well, a lot of black men have called me ugly. A lot of them have said I am ugly. Sarah Leek says, but these black men aren't like your dad. They are trash. Leave these dusty. Well, you know what? I'm sorry, but you're right, Sarah Leeks, in a lot of ways. I hate to concede. Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign says, if there's power in victimhood, how did they become a victim? And you also said, may your father rest in peace. Thank you. Yeah, well, here's the thing. You're right, Sarah Leeks. A lot of them they're not like my dad. They don't act like them. They don't have that old school black love. Somehow we didn't pass it down. Somehow with the civil rights movement, we got all these other rights, but we kind of, veered away from each other. And it's fucked up. And in the process, we trash black women. Black men be trash, and y'all be trashing the dark-skinned woman the most. Y'all do it to the dark-skinned women the most. That's why I said you black men have done more to destroy the self-esteem of dark-skinned women than anybody else. I was not called black and ugly by white men. That's a fact. I was not called crusty rusty by white men. I was not called those names by them. Okay? I wasn't. I was not rejected by white men. I was rejected by black men for being dark skinned, for not being the right skin tone. So when you ask light skin 410, You say you're gorgeous. What's the problem? I'm confused. Well, I wasn't. Here's the thing: when you grow up and you taught one thing in your home, that could build a solid foundation. I think that's why I have not abandoned ship. But when you start to go out and it's not affirmed, what your dad is telling you that you're beautiful, because my dad did do that. He told me I was the original woman. But when I went out in the world and it came time for dating and marriage, I was told I was ugly. I was told I was a creature, a gorilla, a monkey. Okay. I was the butt of jokes in the neighborhood, in the hood. This is why now to this day I don't really deal with the so-called hood like that, because of the way I was treated in the hood by black men for no reason other than being dark skinned. I didn't do anything to them. Back in the day, we used to say sell out. That's talk shit to somebody. I was not the type of woman that would sell out to anybody, or the type of female. I wasn't doing all of that. I was a quiet, introverted person, and they seem to want to pick on the fucking quiet, introverted, dark-skinned women. That's another pattern that I noticed in school. Picking on the quiet, introverted, dark-skinned woman that you feel is not going to say anything, that's not going to defend herself, because it makes you feel better. It makes you get cool points with your boys. It makes them, if you could go off on a dark-skinned female, you're fucking weak, first of all, because if you picking at a dark-skinned female that's quiet and minding her fucking business and studious just so you can get some popularity, you's a weak ass motherfucker. You a weak son of a bitch to do that. Okay? You're very fucking weak. And I can't stand bullies like that gotta try to come at a person just because they being quiet. Because just because somebody being quiet, don't fucking ever get it fucked up. The fucking quiet people is the ones that you fucking really, that's real. I know y'all done heard people say that. The quiet people are the ones that you really need to watch. The motherfuckers that ain't saying nothing. Okay? But in our community, we like to pick on each other. We like to pick at each other. And we like to go off on dark-skinned people. Black and ugly, crunchy, monkey mouth, all kinds of shit. And again, it don't matter. The dark-skinned girl could be pretty. That's another thing. That's why I'm saying all that shit that motherfuckers want to holler about and be talking about, oh, you need to do this and do that to get a man. Fuck that. That ain't it with the dark skin. The dark skin woman could do all of that. And the black man will still pick a light skin, a white skin, a non-dark skin woman over the dark skin woman. They'll still do it. The woman could talk to them like trash, live in a trashy ass house, don't take care of her kids, be on drugs, and y'all will come in like motherfucking Captain Save a Hoe, and y'all will fucking save her, and y'all will disparage the dark-skinned woman. I've seen this shit happen time and again. Time and again. And y'all will talk shit about them to gain cool points from your light-skinned girlfriend, partner, wife, whatever the case may be. Y'all will talk shit about a dark-skinned woman just to make that light-skinned or white woman feel good. I know, because light-skinned women done came back and told me this. Mixed race women done came back and told me this. This is what the fuck y'all do. Let me try to get to some of these questions in the chat. Meantime, y'all need to go to my Cash App and make a donation. Or you can go to my PayPal. I told y'all I'm in a legal battle. I'm in a federal lawsuit. I had to file a lawsuit against Tommy Sotomayor, aka Thomas Harris, for infringing on my intellectual property. I want you guys to go to either my PayPal or to my Cash App and make a contribution to help me out with the legal expenses that I have incurred and that I continue to incur. The Cash App is $rashidalala. Once again, $rashidalala. The PayPal is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com, and I will not stop fighting until justice is served. Mrs. J Abundance says, I guess you're talking to Light Skin 4.0. You said, even if the mom says she doesn't need a man, does that prevent the father from teaching his sons? Does that prevent black men from starting a support group for black? I couldn't agree with you more. Okay, they always want to you can't make excuses about, well, the mama doing this. Okay, well, if the mama doing this, if the mama doing that, and you claim They keeping you from your kids. Well, fucking go to court. I am so fucking sick and tired of just because something is doesn't mean that you have to accept it. That's why I keep fighting for everything. I keep fighting for the black family, the black nationhood. Just because it fucking is, you don't have to accept it. You can still fight. You can still get up and make a choice every day to say, you know what? Yeah, this is fucked up. Yeah, I'm going through this, but I'm going to fight. That's a fucking choice. Okay? That's a choice. Light skin 410 said, who raised them? The black woman that said she didn't need no man, or did we forget? Y'all want it both ways. We all screwed up in a way. I agree with your last part of that. We all screwed up in a way. Let me tell y'all something. Black women do want a man. Y'all actually want to sit there and fucking believe that black women, dark-skinned women don't want a fucking man? We do. We're human beings. No human being on earth. We're, as human beings, and I ain't no fucking psychologist. I don't need to be. I'm a human being. I'm a part of the human family. We all need love, affection, friendship, family. We need a human connection. That's every fucking human being on earth. What you mean? We all want that. You think that's exclusive for white women? Because y'all see them smiling and happy on TV all the time? So y'all automatically think that a black woman does not want love and affection and a man? We do. I do. We all want that. So what's the problem? The men want the same thing. Men want, y'all men can come on here and act hard all y'all fucking want to. That's all fucking bullshit. Y'all, it's all a facade. I'm trying to tell you. Men want love, affection. They can talk all the shit they want. They want love, affection, and you know what else. Okay? That's what the fuck they want. And if you give it to them fucking good enough, they gon' years later, they'll still come back to you. Trust me, I know. They gonna come back. If you was a good woman and you was giving it to them good, and I'm not just talking about, y'all keep y'all mind out. It ain't all about, it's a holistic package. Men don't forget that. Women don't forget that. Men and women don't forget good love. You don't forget it. You don't forget people that treated you good. And I'm talking about in a relationship, in every way that a man and woman is supposed to treat. You don't fucking forget that. You come back to that. So stop fronting and acting fucking hard. Like, y'all don't want that. Like, you some super fucking human being. Okay? Stop acting hard. Thank you for that Cash App donation. I appreciate you. I don't know if you want me to say your name or not, but I want to say thank you. Stop acting hard as if y'all don't want love and affection. Good love, the good shit, not the fake shit now, because I'm about that good love. Okay, Whitney Houston, may she rest in peace. I love that song. You give good love to me. Man, listen, we all want that. I love love. I love love and affection from a black man. It is fucking nothing like it. It is magical. It's a beautiful thing. But I'm not going to tolerate no disrespect. And I'm not going to get it. Because real love is not going to disrespect you. Real love is not going to bash you and mistreat you and denigrate you and try to tear down your self-esteem. That's not what fucking real love would do. And I'm glad my father was 30 years older than my mama, because I seen the old school love between the black man and the black woman. I seen that shit with my own eyes. And my mama, to her credit, I'm going to keep it 100. The man she married, she been married to him over 30 plus years. Okay? But I seen my dad express, he would get up. His wife wouldn't say nothing because she was kind of one of them quiet, kind of stuck up, whatever. But that's what he fucking liked. He would give her a kiss, but that love was there. They love the fuck out of each other. That's that real shit, okay? So this new generation, y'all on some bullshit. Y'all let motherfuckers fool y'all. Y'all are letting motherfuckers fool y'all. We are dysfunctional We are not living out the true reality. Black man and black woman are supposed to fucking be together. You think that the black man and the black woman wasn't together in Africa? You's a sick person if you think that. There was no fucking. I done challenged y'all. I done said this many times. Motherfuckers could steal from me all day and all night. But I've been said, y'all bitches gonna steal from this because y'all always stealing from me. In Africa, pre-invader of any race, the black man was with the dark-skinned black woman. Facts. Prove me fucking wrong. Prove me wrong. In Africa, before invaders came in, there was no fucking darkism. There was no darkism. The black man was with the dark-skinned black woman, and he was with brown-skinned black women, obviously. But there was no darkism. It's y'all natural fucking place. But like the sister said, man, I love that sister. I gotta find your quote, man, because I don't like stealing from my sisters. I don't do shit like that. But you said something in my chat. You said because of this, I'm paraphrasing you. And if you on this chat, make yourself be known because I want to give you credit. I don't steal from other black women. I respect y'all. The ones that, you know what I'm saying, contribute and got original ideas, I don't take from you. I'm not that type of person. I have integrity about myself. I pride myself on that. Okay? I'm paraphrasing. The sister came in my chat, and I can't remember which video it was on, but she said something to the effect of, because of the black man's station in the society, they take out on their anger. They'll take out their anger on their natural counterparts. And you are so right. I could not have said it better myself. That is exactly what they're doing, because they know deep down in their heart that they're supposed to be with the black woman. They know that shit. They know that we're living in an unnatural circumstance, in an unnatural space. But what they do is they take out their anger on black women, the women that actually are loyal to them, who love them, that's going to be there for them when the shit go down. How do I know? Because I've been that black woman. I've been there for the black man. When the shit went down, I was right there. Yes. Okay? They know who going to really have their motherfucking back. But they're so angry at their station, at whatever they're going through, the racism. And it's not the black woman's fault. We didn't put you in that situation. But yet you take out all your aggression and anger on us and make us feel ugly, unloved, unworthy, uncared for. You cheat on us. You won't marry us. That's the key. I'm going to keep harping on the marriage thing, because that's the part that pisses me off. Because you want the fucking benefits, but you don't want to fucking marry the woman. That pisses me the fuck off. There needs to be more fucking... let me rephrase, because I'm mad. I'm trying not to get myself upset. There needs to be more black marriages. Now, if I start seeing more black marriages, I ain't got nothing to motherfucking say. I'm quiet. I want to see black men marry black women and more dark-skinned black women. I want to fucking go to the weddings. I want to see invite me to the fucking wedding. I might fly out to wherever you at. I'll pay for my own ticket, because that's what the fuck I want to see. If I start seeing more black men marry dark-skinned black women, I ain't got nothing to motherfucking say. And I'm talking about from all classes. Upper class, middle class, lower class. I don't give a fuck. This is all about nation building. Y'all got to prove to me that you're going to stop tearing down the self-esteem of dark-skinned black women. And the only way to do it is to marry us. That's right. It's enough of us on earth. There's billions of us on earth. There's enough of us on earth. Marry us. Prove your love. Prove it. It's called commitment. It's called commitment. Commitment. That's the ultimate test. Are you willing to marry the black woman? Are you the dark-skinned black woman? Are you willing to marry her? And I'm not saying just because you get married, everything is going to be all peaches and cream. That ain't with no fucking race. But that's not an excuse, because again, no race is going to be all peachy keen. It don't work like that. But we need to start seeing more black marriages if the black man wants to go in and repair the damage. If you ain't trying to marry a black woman, a dark-skinned black woman, or a black woman, you are a part of the fucking problem. You're the problem. And vice versa. I'm not sitting up here saying that black women are all innocent and they ain't got no work to do. We got a lot of work to do. Absolutely. It's a give and take. I'm talking about general nation building. Quit fighting against each other. How about we reverse what we're doing right now? Instead of airing out and fighting and denigrating black women and dark-skinned black women, how about figuring out solutions and saying, okay, how can we fix this? And then implementing those solutions and marrying each other. That's the key. Y'all don't want to hear it. The key is marriage. And even, let me tell you, I will never fucking share my man with another female. That shit ain't gonna happen. I am against polygamy. I'm not trying to do that. It's because I'm territorial as fuck. And I don't play that shit. I don't play. I don't fucking play. Any man that's dated me, they know you can't come at me like that. You want to do the polygamy thing, you want to deal with other women, bitch, bye. I ain't with it. But I will say this. If two adults or multiple adults agree that that's what they want to fucking do, I ain't even mad at it. My thing is, I need to see more marriages between black men and dark-skinned black women, because I believe that is a solution to our problem. Instead of constantly fighting against each other, instead of constantly lowering each other's self-esteem, instead of constantly fighting our nature, because what we're doing, that's why we're so unhappy. We're fighting against our nature. Our nature is to be together. Don't y'all know that? That's our nature. It's to be together. We are supposed to be together. The reason why we're so unhappy is because we've been fighting with each other. We've been fighting against it. And if it don't work out with one, okay, fine. Let that shit go. And you have to realize that there's literally millions and millions and millions and millions of black people around the world. We're not minorities. We're not minorities, okay? That's the solution. If the black man wants to reconcile and reconstruct, what you need to do is find you a dark-skinned woman that you are compatible with. And yes, I do. Refa H, you said, do you date Caribbean men? Yeah, my ex-husband was from Jamaica. We were married for 10 years. Absolutely. But what you need to do is you need to find you a dark-skinned black woman and you need to marry her. That is how you reconcile. That is how you fix this. And y'all can fix it. You see, that's the thing. That's why I'm always talking to black men, because it is in the black man's hands to fix. You cannot keep on blaming white people. White people are not making you, they're not forcing you as a grown man with free will to go marry interracially. They're not forcing you to come on YouTube and bash dark-skinned black women. They're not forcing you to do that. They're not forcing you to call dark-skinned black women ugly and manly, and talk about Serena Williams and say how she's ugly. They're not forcing you to do that. You're doing that on your own. So you are also the solution to the problem. Solve it. Become problem solvers. I like a man that's a problem solver. A man that uses his brain is fucking sexy to me. A man that uses his brain to solve the problem that is going on in the black community. That right there to me is just, I just be like, damn. I just sit back. I might not say nothing, but I'll be like, wow, I'm so attracted to that type of black man. Why y'all think I love Malcolm X so much? I respect Malcolm X and his marriage to the beautiful Dr. Betty Shabazz, but Lord have mercy. I wish it was like multiple Malcolm X. I think Malcolm X is just the epitome of just, oh my God. His intellectual prowess and love for black people is just that right there. That's the type of black man that is just so fucking attractive to me. And the men that come close to that is the black men in the Nation of Islam. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, a lot of them on their black power. Some of y'all kind of whatever. But my interactions with the the black men from Nation of Islam, it's been pretty positive. I got some positive shit to say. I ain't saying they all perfect, but I'm saying them brothers is on the right road. They'll talk to you respectfully. It's just this aura they have about them, clean cut, intelligent, strong bosses. Oh my fucking God, I love it. Solve the problem. Solve the fucking problem. Yes, yes, yes. Soul Brother, Operation Exercise Mississippi campaign says Soul Brother Malcolm X. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to our brother Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign. A wonderful brother that's doing great things. Make sure y'all go check out his channel. Yes, and check out the Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign and see what it's all about. Light skin 410, you said, and you wear glasses too. Well, motherfuckers used to pick on me for wearing glasses and being dark skinned. All that. The stupidest shit ever. Being dark skinned, wearing glasses, being smart. But then, like I just told y'all, the dude in college, he wanted to use me for it. He thought that I was to be used as a dark skinned woman because I'm wearing glasses and I'm intelligent and I'm sitting over there studious and quiet and minding my fucking business and they ain't throwing my ass up in your face. Why would I do that? You're not fucking all that. Now, he wasn't all that to me. Fuck you. That was my attitude. It just was. I mean, it wasn't no shade, but then to turn around and think that you're going to use me and abuse me to pass your class is insane. That was not going to fucking happen. So that's what I'm saying. Stop trying to use and abuse and denigrate dark-skinned women. Okay? Put them on a pedestal the same way you would do to light-skinned white women, non-dark-skinned women. Give us, somebody say, the benefit of the doubt. And I don't want to plagiarize because I heard this from some black women that was talking about that white woman that accused the 14-year-old of stealing her phone. And the black women on the panel, they were saying that white women are always given the benefit of the doubt. I wish I could go back and remember who said that because I want to give them credit. I don't steal and take from other black women on social media. It's their ideas. But that just popped up in my head. Black men give dark-skinned women the benefit of the doubt. We're your natural counterparts. We are. We are. We belong to each other. Y'all can fight the shit all y'all want to. Keep on fucking fighting. Keep on fighting. Well, thank you, light skin. I was always denigrated. The dark skin, the glasses, the nappy hair, I was denigrated for that shit. Motherfuckers used to pick on me for that shit, but fuck them. I don't give a fuck. I wear my big ass glasses. In fact, I intentionally buy big glasses now to make motherfuckers hate. I owe fucking well. Fuck you. I've been wearing glasses since I was in middle school, 5th grade. Fuck you. I don't want contact lenses. Take it how it goes. You ain't gotta like it. I don't even fucking care. Whatever. Mrs. J. Abundance said they have been traitors. Somebody let them in. 'Twas the men. You're right about that. You know what? And that's another thing too we're gonna have to come to terms with. Because Mrs. J. Abundance, that's an excellent critique. Because I'll tell you, to add to that, to piggyback off of what you just said, I think that was the demise of the relationship between the dark-skinned black woman and the black man. When they started doing that, that was our demise. That's the root cause of the darkism that came between the black man and the dark-skinned black woman to tear us apart. Because we was together, we was chilling, we was having our families, we was in love, it was beautiful. This is what we was doing. We had our own shit going in Africa. It was based on our own social norms and mores. But you're right. They let them in, and that started the darkism. That started the darkism. Mrs. J. Abundance said, that's true. They are the white men of black people because when you tell them the truth, they dismiss it. But they can't. You can't dismiss history. This is what happened. We're not saying, we're not making up stuff. We're not saying stuff to be mean. We're dealing with the facts of history. And what you said is true. They allowed the invaders to come in and to abuse us. And then we got over here in slavery, and black women, dark-skinned black women was raped. And we started to have mulatto children who is not their fault. Nobody's hating on mulatto and light-skinned people. It's not your fault. I'm not doing that. But then the black man started to believe, because he was abused too, that we were less than. But that action of allowing the invaders in, it did contribute to the destruction of the relationship between the black man and the dark-skinned black woman. But I want to bring it back because I don't give up. I'm a fighter. Yeah, Eddie Murphy. Huh. Eddie Murphy is just, I made a video years ago. I told y'all I've been a dark-skinned activist. So all these bitches copying me. About Eddie Murphy. It's entitled, what did I call it? Wearing Self-Hate. Eddie Murphy was wearing his self-hate, flaunting his self-hate on his arm. Going around, he been doing it for years. Okay, he's a dark-skinned black man. Go look on my channel. Y'all will see it. It's there. It has a whole bunch of views because I told y'all the impact of people stealing from me has contributed to the decline in my views. I'm telling y'all that's what happened, and I can prove it, but that's a whole nother topic. But anyway, y'all, I pretty much have said what I wanted to say. If I have anything else I want to say and contribute to this, I will. I want to say thank you to everybody for taking the time to watch and listen because I'm cleansing. This is a form of cleansing. Thank you for listening. And I hope that you actually listen and you act and consider what you're going to do to reconcile the relationship between the black man and the dark-skinned black woman. Consider dating and marrying a dark-skinned black woman. That's what I want to see. That's my goal. I'm going to keep fighting for it. Yes, you're right, Mrs. J. Abundance. We do need counseling. You're right. You're right. We got, just the last thing I want to say, we got a lot of brothers in the prison system too. That's a big part of taking away our men from us. Just taking them, these men doing all this time in prison that could have been paired up and married to a black woman and building the black community. They're taking, that's a part of the racism. I will admit that. But when you talk about counseling, I think we shouldn't write off the men in prison. They need counseling. We need to have an infrastructure for that, to integrate them back into society, to become productive husbands and fathers and build a black community. That's what I'm about. It's so many things that we could do to solve the problem. Why sit here and keep fighting against each other? I know what the title says, but again, it's really about pointing the problem out and then solving it. Problem, cause, solution. Problem, cause, solution. I want to thank y'all for listening. Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, the only dark-skinned activist. I'm the creator, the architect, the designer of the very first platform in history for the eradication of colorism and darkism. I started in 1998, brought it to the online masses. People said I was crazy and they stole, and not everybody is talking about darkism and colorism because of me, even though they don't want to be honest and admit it. You wouldn't be talking about it if I hadn't brought it to the fore. My website is darkskinactivist.com. Once again, darkskinactivist.com. I want to thank you to the people that made a contribution. I'm asking you to go to my Cash App, which is $rashidalala, and make a contribution, or go to my PayPal, Ice Cream Lady Dream @yahoo.com, and make a contribution to my dark skin activist fight. You can also find the information once I end this live. You can find the information in the description, and you can find it in the chat. You can find it all over my channel, my PayPal, my GoFundMe, my Cash App is all right there. Please go and make a contribution. Thank you to everybody that's already donated. I really do appreciate that. Also, make sure you, if you cannot donate, make sure that you like this video. Make sure you also share the video, and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you will be notified once I go live, because I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but sometimes they do not notify people. But I think you have a greater chance of being notified if you subscribe and hit the notification bell. Also, my books once again includes Darkism, which if you send me a $40 donation or more, I will send you an autographed copy, or you can buy the book off of Amazon. My other books include A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge, How to Be the Hottest Dark Skinned Chick on the Planet, and Token Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the Moment. I appreciate every last one of you for watching, even the people that disagree with me and the haters. And y'all have a wonderful day. World's first and only dark skinned activist, Rashida Strober.